First thing is it's not all emails. I think a lot of people just think cadences are just emails, right? So it's a combination of emails, LinkedIn touches, phone calls, and then even things like SMS or WhatsApp if it's like a warm lead where they've given you permission with their number. And then also within that, we're kind of doing things that not a lot of other people do. So we do like a video. We send videos as some of the email steps. We send LinkedIn voice notes. So you're looking at around 7 to 8 LinkedIn touches, 7 to 8 emails, and then 10 to 15 calls. That's kind of what takes up the cadence. And then why it's so many touches is that generally what we find, there's two brackets. People either convert at the start or the end of the cadence, right? So at the start of the cadence, I know this is a problem and I need some help. So I'll have a meeting with you. Or at the end of the cadence, they need a bit more time. So they don't convert in the middle because they need to be educated. And then by the end of the cadence, they're like, do you know what? I didn't know about this, but this is actually a problem for me because you've sent them various bits of information. And then the most important bit, I think, is when we say 30 touches, people just think we're like spamming people, right? But all the touches are very thoughtful, right? So we use a mixture of personalization, going on their LinkedIn, going on their company profile, seeing if there's what we call a trigger event, recent job change, opening a new office, something like that. And then we combine that with like automation. So like using something like Apollo, there's automated steps and personalized steps within that cadence. One of our top paying customers last year, he actually responded to the 7th email. It was actually the last email on the cadence. Most people, as the last email on the cadence, do what we call a breakup email, or what they call a breakup, and we don't like that because we think it's disingenuous. So what we do instead, we do like a feedback email. So this was actually a feedback email. The guy was called Mike, so we put feedback from Mike in the subject line. We just put, hey, would love to get some feedback on the messaging. You're a sales leaders. We speak to other sales leaders. So do you have any feedback about how we can improve? Generally, the aim of this is actually not to book a meeting. The aim is actually just to get feedback so you can improve your messaging. But what we found is people like the humble approach. It's just different to most salespeople. So the guy ended up contacting, I remember he said, I guess this proves the please help approach can work. I'm willing to have a meeting and discuss cadences. And then they actually became a customer of ours. So yeah, it was a nice little success story.